So the question that we're going to answer in this video is it too late to invest in Dogecoin? And I am currently up 2,000% in Dogecoin, and I'll show you my portfolio in a second. Now, if you're new to this channel, I talk about everything related to financial literacy, investing, and building generational wealth. So if you haven't already, go ahead and smash the like button for me, subscribe to the page, and hit the bell to be notified of when we post something new. All right, so let's take a look at my Dogecoin, portfolio really quickly, and then I'll talk about is it too late to actually get into this action. And I'll say I haven't put a lot of money in Dogecoin, and I'll even talk through what my philosophy was when I did put my initial deposit into this cryptocurrency. And so let's take a look right now. So as we can see that currently I am holding 2,470 shares of Dogecoin, and I am up over 2,000% on this particular cryptocurrency, which is a little over $1,000 in total equity, about 8.9% of my portfolio. So let's take a look below, and you can see I actually first picked up Dogecoin on January 28th for $100. On that same day, on January 28th, I sold Dogecoin, 1,700 shares of it for that $100. And so on the same day, I day traded it and made back what I initially invested in Dogecoin, because I didn't want to lose any money in this cryptocurrency. And how I even heard about Dogecoin, to be quite frank with it, is my brother, who had about 100,000 shares, told me he picked this up, I believe early January, and he was up at the time about 300%. And he was pretty much like, I think it could still go up more. And I had $100 sitting in my Robinhood account, and I said, why not put it on it? And so just to make that very clear, I did not do any research. I did not look into Dogecoin. I just threw it on it. The only thing that I knew that was happening, and what made me throw it on it, is the GameStop fiasco was taking place, where that was just going crazy, and the financial institutions like Robinhood was stopping people from investing in GameStop. And I know people would probably get mad that that happened and throw money in cryptocurrency. And so that was literally all of the research that I did. A recommendation from my brother, who had a little over 100,000 shares, and knowing that people were going to be mad that financial institutions like Robinhood, we all heard the backstories behind it, but I'm not going to go through that in detail, but let's just say they were stopping people from investing in GameStop and similar stocks that they deemed meme stocks that was just taking off. And so I knew people would put their money in cryptocurrency, and Dogecoin was one of the cheapest cryptocurrencies out there. And at $100, I wasn't losing much. And so that was the research that I did for Dogecoin. Someone might be saying you really need to research stocks before you throw your money. You really need to do a lot of research into cryptocurrencies before you put your money into it. This was a 100% speculative play, and it is still a 100% speculative play. And so if you're someone that's considering investing in Dogecoin right now, is it too late? I do not think it's too late, but I will say, just like it wasn't based on any serious research, it was 100% speculative, where I said to myself, I can potentially invest $100 into this and probably make that $100 back in the same day, and then take my money out and feel comfortable letting the rest of the money sit. And so I'm pretty sure I'll leave my portfolio open for you to see. And on April 13th, about a few months later, 3 months later, I sold another 1,000 shares of Dogecoin for $100. And I was like, why not make another $100? Now, do I regret that play? Yes and no. Dogecoin still went up a several 100% since I made that sale, and so that same $100 will probably be worth about $500 today if I had actually kept it, and my total portfolio, instead of $1,000, will be worth about $2,000 if I never sold any of my Dogecoin. But this is how I play cryptocurrencies like this. This is not a Bitcoin. This is not an Ethereum. This is a speculative coin that may or may not be around in 5 years. Now, I am betting it is, and I plan to leave my money in Dogecoin at the very least until it reaches $1. But at the same time, I recognize that I can lose the $1,000 that is sitting in here tomorrow. And so I do not believe it is too late to invest in Dogecoin, but if you're investing, it better not be money that you need to pay your rent or money that you need for anything. It should be the money that you probably would have went to casino and gamble. And I'm not saying that I necessarily advocate for gambling, because that's not my thing. I'm too cheap to gamble, really, to be quite frank about it. But this type of gambling within cryptocurrency is one that I think is worth doing. So there goes the answer. Yes, I think it is worth investing in Dogecoin. It is 100% speculative. Don't overdo your research if this is something you want to get into, because you're not going to find a ton of convincing information to make this a good bet. It is a gamble. On the flip side of that, none of this is financial advice. I am not actually recommending that you invest in Dogecoin. I'm not recommending that you take this gamble, this bet that I took a few months ago. But if you're a betting person, I would bet in favor of it. With that being said as well, I do not believe investing in anything necessarily unless it's the S&P 500 at current highs. And so I will wait, if I was investing in this, for Dogecoin to at least pull back to about 30 cents. That's what I would do. I would wait for it to pull back to at least 30 cents, because this thing is going to be volatile. It's going to go up, it's going to down. I firmly believe that it will hit 50 cents at least, but I would still wait, because I don't want to invest at the highs. And if I wait till 30% or 30 cents, then I can make at least some money. And so I will potentially sell some more shares of my Dogecoin, maybe when it hits 75 cents, maybe when it hits $1. But I won't sell all of it, because we never know how high these cryptocurrencies could potentially go. And it has been beneficial for me to always leave something in here. The other thing that I would say, if you know my channel, you know that I have over $200,000 invested into the stock market, and most of it is in the S&P 500 index. And so while I would put some money in cryptocurrencies, while I do have some money in more riskier investments, we talked about Afria a few years ago or last year on this channel. And so while I do have monies in different companies that are volatile, risky, remember, most of my money is in the S&P 500 index, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so that would always be my recommendation. Now, this is a gamble, and you can do as you see fit. All right, I hope you found this video to be interesting and somewhat informative, because it is all speculative. But if you have, smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified of when I post something new. And like I always say, even in the midst of these crazy and fun and exciting times, 2000%, oh boy, God bless you, and remember to live your best life.